Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. This episode is actually going to be called, well, I'm going to say thank you very much, Rico from Fragged Out, Swagged Out. He's Fragged Out, Swagged Out on YouTube and Fragged Out, Swagged Out on Instagram. And I'm calling these episodes Fragged Out, Swagged Out, Frag Swag Bag. Because he sent me a swag bag. I'm going to call it a swag bag, a mini swag bag with 4 fragrances that I can tell you, chances are I would never have gotten my nose on. Starting with NARJESI. NARJESI is from the House of Spirit of Dubai. And this fragrance retails for $1,295. The lowest you can get it online is $784.99. You can get a travel-sized atomizer from Max Aroma for $120. It's about 8 milliliter that you'll get for the travel size. The accords, the main accords that you get in this fragrance are rose, warm spice, woody, amber, sweet, aromatic, powdery, floral, and citrus. Those are the main accords that are mentioned in Fragrantica that you will get from this fragrance. The note breakdown, guys, it's over 38 different notes that are mentioned in this fragrance, which is bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. The top note mentions 4 different roses, mentions rose, Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, and May rose. Says it has agarwood, oud, bergamot, saffron, dried fruits, pink pepper, and then some. The heart mentions Typh rose. So you guys know I love rose fragrances, right? Look at my nose. You guys know I love rose fragrances. So clearly this is a fragrance that I love, okay? Typh rose, benzoin, honey, sandalwood, vetiver, and chamomile, chamomile, and then some, right? Then the base notes are civet. Do you guys know what comes to my head each time I say the word civet or hear the word civet? Did you ever watch that episode on Friends where Ross is like, pivot, pivot? That's how you pronounce civet. Civet, civet. So, civet. And then spun sugar, which you guys know I love. Spun sugar, amber, incense, moss, and leather, and then some. So this fragrance has so many different materials that it would either be a brilliant success of a fragrance or a catastrophe. Yes, I said catastrophe. Okay? It will be a catastrophe because it's either going to be a bomb or it's going to be the bomb. You know, I grew up in the 90s, so that's okay. You'll forgive me. So I'm excited to smell this. I have smelled it before, clearly, so I sprayed some. I said I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna make an episode because I am very grateful to Rico because he didn't have to, share. Oh my God. Smells so good. It smells so good. This is good. Like, you like rose fragrances, this is it. Even if you don't like rose fragrances, guess what? You will give it its propers. You will give it its respect. And you get all these notes. And it's interesting because you get the citrus. I get something that is almost milky, almost like oat milky, which is the sandalwood that it has. And you do pick up the leather, but it's not a rough leather. It's almost like a suede leather, and you get the incense. Later on, Rico does mention that you do pick up some of the coffee notes and the honey notes. And yes, you pick all of those up. This fragrance does develop beautifully. And if someone were to ask, is this fragrance worth paying $800 for? The answer depends on on the nose. If you get to look at the presentation alone is fascinating. Someone had asked me if it was a real rose, and at first I said, no, it's a material. No, this is an actual rose that was treated and sprayed with like diamond dust. So just the presentation alone is worth something. It looks like something that should be in a museum or an art gallery. Period. Not exaggerating. Just off of presentation alone, you know that it deserves. It's expensive. You know it's expensive. Based off of just the smell, the fragrance itself, you know that these materials are unique and individual. That is what I have to tell you. You smell this, you have not smelled this anywhere else. Yes, other companies have Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, May rose, Thai rose. But they don't have this Bulgarian rose, this Turkish rose, this May rose. Other companies have dried, they don't have this dried fruit. So what I'm saying is, when you smell this, nothing has smelled like it. I don't care. Nothing has smelled like it. So uniqueness, it's very unique. And so my answer is yes, it is worth the money if you are a person who is willing to spend that money. You know what I mean? Are you the kind of person that loves rose fragrances so much that you're willing to invest in a fragrance that is of this high quality with this gorgeous presentation? Then go for it. If not, then I would say don't do it. You don't have to. I mean, you know what I mean? Me personally, what I might just do is order the Max Aroma for $120. Who knows? Or I'll save up enough for a year or 2 years and eventually be able to get it. But the Spirit of Dubai really produces some awesome juices. And I have to again say thank you so much, Rico, for giving me this opportunity. I don't take it for granted. I am not taking this for granted. I appreciate it. You shared from your hard-earned money and purchased product and shared it with me to be able to enjoy. And I have to tell you, I am enjoying it a lot. So this, whether if I would have blind smelled it, this would have still earned a sparkling 50 out of 10. Because this is the kind of rose fragrance, not many people are able to do this. This is the kind of rose fragrance that will appeal to anybody. It'll appeal to anybody. It is wonderful. And it really does project wonderfully. And I cannot impress upon you the uniqueness and the beauty of the milkiness that this rose has. It has a citrus, milky, rosy opening that is, I never had it before. It smells wonderful. It smells wonderful. So that's it. Thank you so much. That was the first fragrance out of Fragged Out, Swagged Out, Frag Swag Bag.